Hi, I'm Victor and I'm going to explain the chapter 4, which is ecosystem and communities. First, we need to know what is climate and what is weather. Weather is a day-to-day condition of Earth's atmosphere. Climate, on the other hand, refers to average condition over long periods. And the global climate is shaped by many factors, including solar energy trapped in the biosphere, latitude, and the transport of heat by winds and ocean currents. The main force that shapes our sunlight is solar energy. Some of that energy is reflected back into the space, and some is absorbed and converted into heat. It is controlled by concentration of three gases found in the atmosphere: the carbon dioxide, the methane, and the water vapor. These gases, called greenhouse gases, function like glass in a greenhouse, allowing visible light to enter but trapping the heat. This phenomenon is called the greenhouse effect. Niche is a range of physical and biological conditions in which a species lives and the way the species obtains what it needs to survive and reproduce. This includes the tolerance and the habitat. The tolerance is the ability to survive and reproduce under a range of environmental circumstances. The habitat is the general place where an organism lives. The competitive exclusion principle states that no two species can occupy exactly the same niche in exactly the same habitat at exactly the same time. Any relationship in which two species live closely together is called symbiosis. There are three kinds of symbiosis. One that is a mutualism, the second that is a parasitism, and commensalism. The mutualism, an interaction in which one animal, the predator, captures and feeds on another animal, the prey, is called depredation. Predators can affect the size of prey population in a community and determine the places prey can live and feed. Any relationship in which two species live closely together is called symbiosis. An ecological succession is a series of more or less predictable changes that occur in a community over time. Ecosystems change over time, especially after disturbances, as some species die out and new species move in. A primary succession is a succession that begins in an area with no remains of an older community. Sometimes existing communities are not completely destroyed by disturbances. In these situations, where a disturbance affects a community without completely destroying, is when the secondary succession occurs. There are 10 types of biomes in the world, and are the tropical rainforest, tropical dry forest, tropical grassland or savanna, desert, temperate grassland, temperate woodland and shrubland, the temperate forest, northwestern coniferous forest, the boreal forest, and the tundra. Aquatic organisms are affected primarily by the water's depth, temperature, flow, and amount of dissolved nutrients. The water depth is classified into two zones. The photic zone, that is the zone that may be as deep as 200 meters in tropical seas, but just a few meters deep or less in rivers and swamps. And below the photic zone is the dark aphotic zone, where photosynthesis cannot occur. An estuary is a special kind of wetland formed where a river meets the sea. Estuaries serve as spawning and nursery grounds for many ecological and commercially important fish and shellfish species including bluefish, striped bass, shrimp, and crabs.